Welcome back to Parental Alienation and Narcissism by J. Claude McDaniel. This program is to help you heal and navigate through the hardships associated with narcissistic alienation. Please like and subscribe.
Welcome to episode 23. My name is J. Claude McDaniel, author and victim of alienation. I share my experiences, education, and provide valuable information that I hope will help you navigate through your plight. This episode is opinion-based narrative on the handling false police reports and smears. In Part A we'll discuss, when accusations become a weapon. Part B will be on, responding with preparation, not panic. When accusations become a weapon. The knock at the door came without warning. Standing outside were two police officers. Their expressions revealed nothing. For a brief moment, Alex's heart raced. He knew he had done nothing wrong. Yet he also understood something many targeted parents eventually discover. An accusation alone can change everything. In that moment, facts had not yet been gathered. Questions had not yet been answered. The situation was uncertain. And uncertainty can be frightening. As time passed, Alex realized that allegations, whether true or false, carry consequences long before they are fully investigated. Relationships can change. Reputations can suffer. Fear can take hold. For targeted parents already navigating conflict, even one unexpected report can create tremendous emotional stress. Alex eventually began noticing patterns. Certain allegations appeared during particularly sensitive periods. Certain events seemed to coincide with custody disputes or important family decisions. Whether those connections were intentional or coincidental, he realized he needed to prepare rather than simply react. Preparation became his greatest source of confidence. Instead of allowing fear to dictate every decision, he educated himself about the legal procedures in his community. He learned how reports were handled, what his rights were, what documentation might become important, and how to respond respectfully if law enforcement ever became involved again. This knowledge reduced uncertainty, and reducing uncertainty reduced fear. Alex also learned an important emotional lesson. The purpose of an allegation, regardless of its outcome, can sometimes be to create panic. Panic leads to poor decisions. Poor decisions create new problems. So he made a commitment to himself. No matter how stressful the situation became, he would respond calmly. He would cooperate. He would allow facts to speak louder than emotion. As difficult as those moments were, Alex discovered that emotional control often became one of his greatest strengths. The experience also reinforced something he had been learning throughout his journey. Documentation matters. Consistency matters. Preparation matters. Because when difficult situations arise unexpectedly, the work you've already done often becomes your strongest protection. In the Part B of this episode, we'll explore responding with preparation, not panic. Responding with preparation, not panic. As Alex reflected on those difficult experiences, he recognized a simple truth. He couldn't control every accusation. He couldn't control every misunderstanding. But he could control how prepared he was when challenges appeared. That realization changed everything. One of the first steps Alex took was working closely with legal counsel. Rather than waiting for problems to develop, he discussed possible scenarios in advance. Together they reviewed documentation, organized important records, and developed practical strategies for responding appropriately if concerns ever arose. Preparation replaced uncertainty. Another lesson involved awareness. Alex began paying closer attention to patterns surrounding significant events. Not because he wanted to live in constant suspicion, but because awareness allowed him to make thoughtful decisions instead of emotional ones. When circumstances seemed unusually tense, he chose public locations for exchanges whenever possible. He kept appointments, maintained records, and ensured that important interactions could be verified if necessary. He also learned the importance of preserving evidence responsibly. Written communication, time-stamped records, photographs where appropriate, official documents. Everything was organized carefully and stored securely. The goal was never to collect material against another person. The goal was to preserve an accurate record of his own actions. Perhaps the most valuable lesson involved emotional discipline. When stressful situations arose, Alex reminded himself that anger rarely improves outcomes. Remaining respectful, remaining cooperative, remaining calm. Those choices strengthened his credibility far more than emotional arguments ever could. He also understood the importance of following applicable laws. Whether dealing with recordings, security cameras, or documentation, Alex made sure his actions complied with local legal requirements. Good intentions alone are not enough. Responsible preparation requires understanding the rules that apply where you live. Over time, Alex realized that preparation provides more than legal protection. It provides peace of mind. Knowing that important records existed. Knowing that events had been documented accurately. Knowing that he had responded consistently. Those things allowed him to face difficult situations with greater confidence. Eventually, Alex looked back and recognized something remarkable. The greatest victories were not dramatic courtroom moments. They were the quiet decisions made long before challenges appeared. The decision to remain calm. The decision to stay organized. The decision to protect his integrity regardless of what others believed. The lesson from this episode is simple. False allegations and smear campaigns can be emotionally overwhelming. But preparation reduces fear. Documentation strengthens credibility. And emotional composure protects both your well-being and your future. You cannot always control what others choose to say, but you can control how you respond. And over time, calm consistency often becomes one of the strongest forms of self-protection available. As this story continues, we'll explore issues of money and the abuses thereof. This ends episode 23 of my podcast. As mentioned before, in episode 24 we'll get into handling money issues. Thank you for reviewing my podcast and listening to this episode. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It helps this valuable site to grow and spread sound child behaviors and alienation information. Sincere thanks, J. Claude McDaniel.